But this is the biggest change in financial markets, the system of money and economics in all of history, in the fastest, shortest time it's ever happened.
I can safely say that this video you're about to watch will likely be one of the most important videos I will make this year. A very big statement, I know, but if you've seen any of my videos so far, then you'll know that this isn't something I've ever said before. I have some big insights to share with you guys that may just completely change how you view the crypto market. Raoul Pal is one of the leading authorities on crypto right now, and he has also made a very big claim. He believes that the crypto market could 100x from here. It may even 200x from here. He said that crypto is like a black hole that is going to devour all the other asset classes over the coming years. Obviously, this is great news for investors, as we could be seeing a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity right here, right now. Raoul recently published a 90-minute video which was a brain dump on everything crypto on his website, and I'll link the full version below as it's well worth a watch. So in this video we'll look at the main takeaways, and I'll also add some additional commentary and some additional charts. So we will be looking at how crypto can 100x from here. I've crunched the data on asset class performance and the results were quite shocking. We'll talk about this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for investors and this crypto black hole which is eating all other asset classes. As always, if you do find anything useful in the video, be sure to drop a like, and always very much appreciated. Okay, so before we jump in and to get everyone up to speed, just so you know who you're listening to, here is a quick snapshot look at Raoul Pal. Let's do this. This is Raoul Pal. He is a former Goldman Sachs employee. He spent his career in the hedge fund industry. He defines himself as a macro investor. He is the founder of Real Vision, and he's well known for being irresponsibly long in the crypto market. So let's hear why Raoul thinks this whole crypto market could 100x.
So if we look at the traditional asset space, which is dying, you know, equities, bonds, they're all kind of credit, they're all kind of 100, 200, 300 trillion dollar markets. The crypto market is 2 trillion. It's 100x from here. But I think it eats all of those assets over time. So maybe it's 200x. No, it won't be a straight line. But this is the biggest change in financial markets, the system of money and economics and how economies are run in all of history, in the fastest, shortest time it's ever happened. And people are going to be tribal about it. People are going to catch hold of their own narratives to make sense of this world. But this world is unstoppable. It is coming. It will have massive boom-bust cycles. There will be periods of time when you'll lose money and periods of times you'll feel like a god. But that is opportunity, because in an exponential world, risk doesn't equal reward. Reward massively outsizes risk, as long as you're not stupid about how you invest.
So he says, and I quote, "This is the biggest change in financial markets and economics in all of human history, and it's in the shortest and fastest time ever." But the amazing thing is that we are all in an incredibly fortunate position. Think about it. We are born at just the right time, where we now are all just the right age, where we're looking to invest, and we can fully capitalize on this. But a 100x is a big claim, right? Well, let me give you a visual of the point that he is making. Check it out. And this is the visual of what this whole video is about. This is the size of the global markets, and we have the global bond market, the stock market, gold, and crypto. And just look at the current difference in size. Global bonds are around 130 trillion, global stocks are around 95 trillion, the gold market is around 10 trillion, and the crypto market is only 2.5 trillion. And this is why there is an enormous upside to the crypto market. And it really doesn't take a lot of money from these other asset classes pouring into crypto to double, triple, 5x, 10x the market. Let's take the bond market. This can actually be broken into two parts. This section is the government bonds and the top section is corporate bonds. And government bonds are pretty much the closest thing to a risk-free return you can get. As the government controls the money, they really won't be going bankrupt. But this section is corporate bonds, making up about 40 trillion. So these investors are chasing a higher yield, higher risk going for corporate bonds. So we have 40 trillion and 95 trillion that when they see this crypto market doubling and tripling, this is what he refers to as a migration of assets.
This whole extra world, when I talk about the Bitcoin life raft, it's not just a life raft of Bitcoin, it's everything that we understand from value is moving and being built at a speed that none of us can comprehend. Nobody, literally nobody can keep up with what is going on. It is sucking in all of the world's talent, whether it's financial talent, developer talent, philosophical talent, economic talent. Everybody is going into this. So we're creating opportunity to make money and invest at a rate of which has never been seen, I don't think, in human history. I think this is the largest wealth distribution underway that has ever happened. And it's going to happen in such a short space of time, you can't get your head around it. And the reason it's a short space of time is because we really fucking need it. Right? Because this other system is destroying itself. But many of us, me included, thought that this moment that we saw in March was going to be the Big Bang. Boom, all over. How does it finish? The end game. There is no end game. The end game is the ongoing destruction and the ongoing migration.
It's being built at a speed that none of us can comprehend. It's sucking in all of the world's best talent, creating the opportunity to invest and make money that hasn't been seen in all of human history. Kinda gets you pumped up, right? Well, wait till you see this. I crunched the data on asset class performance so far this year, and the results are amazing. Check this out. Here we have the asset class performance year to date. We'll be looking at gold, cash, 10-year bonds, property, stocks being the S&P 500, a commodities index, and crypto. So gold, a very traditional safe haven, is actually negative this year. Cash is flat, 0. Bonds are yielding about 2%. Property doing quite well, around 5%. The stock market is doing pretty good, 14% so far. Commodities is having one of the best years at 28%, but the crypto market is up 228%, and it's dominating every other asset class. But you might be thinking, well, this is just 2021. Well, let's take a look at last year. And it's a very similar picture, guys. Commodities were actually negative, cash being flat, we have bonds, property, stocks, gold actually had a really good year, but just look at the crypto market. Almost 300% gain. And you might think, yeah, well, you've just cherry-picked the last couple of years, so let's go back another year. Asset class performance of 2019. And again, it's a very similar picture. Cash being flat, bonds, property, commodities did well, gold did really well, stocks did really well at nearly 30%, but again, crypto crushed the competition. And this is what's going on in crypto right now. So as you can see, this is why Raoul refers to crypto as a black hole that is just eating everything else up. And this isn't just this year. This is year after year after year. And Raoul was also able to verbalize something that was on my mind. You see, I was running into a problem with this channel too. As you can see, there are several different asset classes that I could be talking about and making videos on, but I found myself being drawn into crypto as there's just nothing else that compares with what's going on right now. Check it out.
And I know there's many of you like, Raoul, I wish you'd just talk about dollar yen and, I wish you'd go back to bonds or, traditional macro. This is traditional macro, where it's going. Everything is going here. It's almost irrelevant to talk about the bond market when it's between 2% and 0, when you've got different yields and different assets all going on over here that are fairly priced without the influence of central banks. Why would you get involved? Why care if the dollar goes up 10%? When you can be involved in assets that do this, when they're all on exponential adoption curves and there's new exciting technology. Why bother? Why does it matter? Why does it matter what the price of oil does over the next 9 months? It doesn't. And so that's the realization. That's why so many macro people have moved across. I can't express to you how big this is and the opportunity. So what does it leave? It leaves equities, okay, and it leaves crypto. And so we're just going to see more money. Yes, we've got commodities as well. Credit, that's pinned to the rate, so that's all gone. Credit's gone. Bonds are gone. Short-term rates are gone. FX trading's gone. I mean, yes, emerging markets are function of equities and further out the risk curve, but really it's going to force more money and more people to migrate into the source of returns. Now, what's extraordinary is the alpha that this space generates. The alpha is like I've never seen before. There's money to be made all over this, and every day there are more tokens. When all real estate's tokenized, and we can trade real estate, when people are tokenized in terms of future careers or job paths or all sorts of parts, from community tokens, when you can trade FC Barcelona against AC Milan, community tokens, and you can arbitrage it with something else. I mean, oh my God, you can't get your head around this.
Credit's pinned to rates, so it's all gone. Bonds are gone. Short-term rates are gone. FX trading is gone. And I share the viewpoint of it's getting to a point where why talk about anything else? So let's bring all this together. I like to keep track of the asset class performance myself, and I noticed that crypto had been crushing everything year on year. Raoul was able to verbalize it perfectly by saying crypto is like a black hole that is sucking up every other asset class. With the crypto market only around 2 to 3 trillion, we could see this whole space 100x from here over the coming decade. And this will create a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for investors. But remember, this isn't going to be a straight line up. As we see regulation and taxes get introduced, we are going to see some big pullbacks and some big crashes along the way. It's going to test our emotions of fear and greed to the max. There will be times when you will feel like the best investor in the world because you'll be making so much money. But there will be times in the big crashes where you are full of fear and anxiety because your crypto portfolio has probably just halved. The amount of change that is going on right now is exponential. And this is all why this is probably one of the most important videos I will make this year. Now, I highly recommend that you watch the full 90-minute version from Raoul, which I'll link below. For now, hope you found this useful. Feel free to share this one with a friend. If you did find anything useful in the video, be sure to drop a like, and a big thank you to everyone who does. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, I invite you to click below and join us. I do have some great videos coming up that you don't want to miss. I think one of the best things going on right now is BlockFi. This is where I keep my Bitcoin and Ethereum, and I'm currently making about 5% a year. And this is also where I keep my spare cash in stablecoin. And I'm currently earning 8.3% on my cash. And if you'd like to try out BlockFi yourself, then check the link below and you'll get some free Bitcoin when signing up. Okay, cheers guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.